Welcome back, you guys. We're going to dive into seasonal wellness. It is fall, October, and I don't know about you. I don't know where you're at, but fall is one of my favorite seasons. However, one of the things that I miss the most about living in the Midwest is the seasonal changes of colors in the fall and the foliage and just the beautiful. Like, I feel like I need to go travel somewhere to see this stuff because I just love it so much. And in Arizona, we get fall and it is gorgeous here right now. We're still getting into the 90s, but it's different. It's widely different. We don't get that foliage, and people say, oh, we're going to go up north, which is 2 hours to Flagstaff, and let's go look at the trees up there, and it's gorgeous. And they're the aspen trees, and while they are beautiful, it is the foliage of it. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? This is yellow trees with white bark. Like, it's nothing compared to the foliage that I was used to seeing when I lived in Ohio. And I know that I didn't appreciate it the way that I should have while I was living there, because now all I want to do is go somewhere for in a cabin for a whole month of October, when the leaves are changing color. And I love a sweater weather. It's slowly in the evening and in the morning here, it's slowly getting to that place. But we're poonies here in Phoenix. We live in the desert. Our blood is very thin. So as soon as it hits into the 70s, we're putting our sweater on. Like, we're wearing long sleeves. But that's okay. We also don't have the humidity that most places do. So when it gets into those temperatures, it feels cooler faster. Anyway, it's October. Welcome. This is the season for, like, the last quarter of the year is happening. And from here on through the end of the year, especially once Halloween happens, it's this rat race of holidays. And if you make it like that throughout the rest of the year. And today I want to dive into the wellness side of things. And this is and how you can prepare your immune system and your digestive system and your health going into this season, because there are so many things that lead to people getting sick. And they call it the flu season, but it's not the flu season. It's not just all of a sudden flu season. It's what are you putting into your body? How are you taking care of yourself? And are you getting exposed to more germs because your kids are in school? And what do you need to do to keep your immune system and digestive system in a good place? So I'm going to dive into these things because I'm going to tell you something. I haven't gotten sick in years and I travel a lot. Not as much this year as I did last year, but I don't get sick. And the reason for that is because I take care of my health and I make it a priority every single day. And I use very specific vitamins and minerals to keep my system in a good place. And when I feel like I'm a little bit run down, you know what's most important? Rest and the proper vitamins and minerals. Okay? When you feel that. And I want to dive into that because one of the things that I've been kind of noticing over the last week, but it's actually been prevalent for so long, is that a lot of people will ask me questions on social media. What should I do about this? What vitamin could I take for this? Well, asking all these questions, but you know what I see happen with a huge percentage of people? They don't take action on it. So why are you asking the questions if you're not taking action? If I'm saying, hey, like, I'm never going to give you medical advice, I'm not going to tell you exactly what you should be eating. If you're asking those things, you should be working with me. Don't come into my inbox and say, I have hypothyroidism. What should I be doing? No, you should be working with me in order to ask those questions. And that's not me saying, like, you have to pay me money to do that. That's like legally and ethically, I cannot do that. So know that. Now, if you're coming to me and you're like, hey, what would your suggestion be? I'm having cortisol issues or I'm having a hard time sleeping. What are some things that, you would suggest? I can be like, well, I really like this specific supplement for that because it makes a huge difference. Here, if you are getting sick a lot and you want a good vitamin C, I can guide you in that direction, but I can't go tell you what you should be eating based on your blood work. Some people want to send you blood work and be like, hey, can you review my... No, 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 no. I'm not First of all, I'm not a charity service. Second, that is not ethical. You got to book a consultation and come talk to me. It's the same thing as if you were to go to a doctor. You're not going to go to the doctor for free and be like, hey, doctor, what should I do about this? And you don't have to like give them the time or give them, how do I say this? You're not going to go do that for free. And so think of it that way. Like, I know there's so much information on social media, but like, I can't help you in that way. And secondly, if you, most things that you get for free, you don't take serious. You got to put some things behind that. So if you want change, you got to do change. You got to do things differently. So if you're coming to me and you're saying, hey, I'm not feeling well. I'm getting sick a lot. I need to get on some vitamins and minerals. And I say, okay, here you go. This is the starter pack. Here's where I would start. It'll cover your bases. But then you don't do anything about it. That's on you. Like, you gotta take action. Change only happens when you take action. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get on my high horse right now and talk a little bit about how to prepare yourself for the season. So you don't get sick because it's flu season. You get sick because you're eating a lots of sugar and drinking alcohol and having a lot of stress from the holidays because you got parties and shopping and you're exposed to a lot more germs. Kids are in school, they're bringing things home. And all of this stuff, stress, alcohol, sugar, fried foods, terrible foods, they all weaken your immune system. And so if you are not on top of keeping your immune system healthy and strong on a day-to-day basis, yes, you are going to get sick. Point blank, it's going to happen. So if you want a strong, healthy immune system and gut and body during this holiday season, now is the time. You gotta get on top of it. So what do? Okay, so you're going to care about what you put into your body. Okay, so you got to eat good, wholesome foods. Make sure you're getting good, wholesome foods. Your protein, your fiber, your healthy fats. Stay away from the fast foods. Stay away from all the fried foods and the seed oils. They cause inflammation in your body. Get fruits and vegetables in. Get good protein in. Like, make that a priority. If you want a healthy body, you got to make that a priority. Okay, so food. You got to get good food. Exercise. If you are not moving your body is stagnant and your lymphatic system is stagnant and you are not detoxing. So you got to move your body. I don't care if you're not doing anything right now. You got to start with walking 30 minutes a day. That's all you need to start out with. And then you build on from there, but you got to get your body moving. If you can do 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes at night, it's better than nothing. It doesn't have to be perfect. I find that so many people feel like it has to be perfect. And if they can't do it perfectly, they're not doing it at all. Well, doing something that is not perfect is better than doing nothing at all. So go move your body. Moving is part of detoxing and metabolizing and keeping your immune system strong and healthy. So movement is second. Third is your water intake. You gotta get your water intake. If you are not drinking close to 90 ounces of water a day, you are dehydrated. So you got to get water. And if you're only drinking 30 ounces of water a day, you're dehydrated. And when you're dehydrated, if you get exposed to viruses and things like that, you're going to get sick because water helps to flushes your liver, flushes your toxins, flushes your kidneys, like it flushes you. So you gotta hydrate, and you want a hydrated body because it helps you detox and flush things out. So drink your water. First thing you do in the morning when you get up is you drink a glass of water. That's it. You put some lemon in there if you want, put some sea salt in there. If you put sea salt in your water first thing in the morning, it'll help you hydrate way faster. So you can always do that. Okay? Sleep. You have to make rest and sleep a priority. If you do not get enough sleep, your body can't heal. And if you want a strong immune system and a good feeling body, you gotta make sleep a priority. You should be going to bed around the same time every night because your body and your circadian rhythm thrives on routine. So getting to bed around the same time each night, it will start training your body to go to bed around the same time and get up around the same time. Okay. And if you're having trouble sleeping or going to sleep and staying asleep, I got something for you. So just know I'm going to go over some things that you can start taking to help you to help with your immune system. But sleep, oh, I cannot, like, I was thinking this morning, I have a whole lot of stuff going on over the next year because I'm studying for my doctorate in functional medicine, and it's going to be a lot, and I got to commit to that. But you know what I'm even more committed to? Making sure that I am getting rest during this time because not only am I studying for my doctorate and it's very, very in depth, I'm also running my business and taking care of my clients and all of that stuff. And so having the productive rest and the rest in there and making sure that I'm taking care of my health during this time is crucial. So I'm even more picky about making sure that I'm getting sleep and I'm very intentional with what I'm putting into my body so that I'm not dealing with tiredness and anxiety and brain fog and all the things that bog you down. Like I'm much more even more intentional with that because I want to be able to remember things and I want to be able to function at a high level. And that's why I do that. So make sure that you do that and put some boundaries in place. If you don't have any boundaries in place, you're just going to let everything fly the way that it needs to. So, what did I go over here? I went over diet. You need to make sure you're getting good nutrition in, so make that a priority. And it's really not that complicated. And then you got to move your body, you got to drink water, and you got to sleep. You have to get those things down. Then the next piece of this is your vitamin and mineral intake. What kind of vitamins and minerals are you taking? And if you're taking the Now brand or some brand off of Walmart or Walgreens or Costco or Amazon, like they're most likely crap. Like most of them are. And what you can do is hurt yourself a lot more. So if you're not taking any kind of supplements or you feel like you might be taking crabby supplements, I'll walk you through some of the steps, but also you can go to my website, www.undiet.com, and I have a free supplement guide in there. And the supplement guide that you get to download there walks you through here's the supplements to take for to keep your immune system strong. Here's daily multivitamins that are going to cover most of your bases, digestion, hormones, cortisol, magnesium, sleep, like everything is in there. So go download that guide and then get on the right types of vitamins and minerals to get you there. Now, I'm going to tell you where to start for the basic ones. I've talked about this company before and I'll talk about it again. The first thing I'm going to say is MitoLife. Their vitamin C. If you want a strong immune system, go get the vitamin C from MitoLife and I'll have the link in the show notes. You get a 15% discount code, by the way. And they didn't pay me to make this a promotion. They should, but they didn't. But their vitamin C is the best vitamin C I've ever used in my life. And I've been using them for years. And so many people that get on that vitamin C, they're like, I'll never get off because they don't get sick after they get on it. It just keeps them healthy and strong. And so I take that vitamin C every single day. And if there is a time where I feel like I got exposed to viruses, I was traveling, or my son may be getting sick from something from school, I will high dose it for a day and it will knock it out. The vitamin C from MitoLife is an essential that should be in your cabinet all year long. I don't go a day without it. It is so powerful. So vitamin C is the one thing. And it's an immune booster. Like it really, really is. If you're not taking any kind of vitamins and anything like that, guarantee you are deficient. And when you are deficient in vitamins and minerals, you're going to have inflammatory issues. You're going to be tired. You're going to have brain fog. You're going to have most likely gut issues going on. Malabsorption and malnutrition are huge. It is impossible to get enough vitamins and minerals through food only. It's impossible. No, nobody can do it. And so anyway, taking a good multivitamin that covers all of your bases will help with this. And one of my absolute all-time favorite, and I see the most success when people get on this is the Mind and Body multivitamin from Ula. And I will have that linked as well. But it's called Mind and Body, and you take two, they're both multivitamins for different reasons. The Mind you take in the morning, and it has nootropics in it and vitamins and minerals that you need. But it is very powerful. Nootropics are incredibly helpful for your brain. So many people that get on this, they're like, holy crap, I haven't had not brain fog in years. And like my brain fog is lifted. So it gives you steady energy. So the Mind is for the morning, and then the Body one you take in the evening, and it has adaptogens in, and those adaptogens are hormone supportive, but a lot of people notice that they start sleeping better when they take that one. So the Mind and Body are the multivitamins. They will cover your bases for your multivitamins. I do not like most multivitamins. In fact, I did not use multivitamins for any of my clients for years because I couldn't find any kind of multivitamin that I felt worked well and that touched on all the things that I needed to touch on until I got introduced to these two. And now people that get on them, they're just like, wow, like I can't go without them because they just make me feel so good. And you're not taking as many different kinds of supplements. They're super compact and they work on a cellular level. So they work really, really fast. So some vitamins that you take, if you were to put them in a bottle of water, they don't dissolve. And I toured this facility back in June and was able to meet with the science people and see how they make the products. And I was just blown away. The type of testing that they do, and they made it so that every time that you take this vitamin, within 30 minutes of you ingesting it, it dissolves into your body. So your body is using it. And so it works really well. So that's the Mind and Body. And then in order to keep your gut strong and healthy, you need to have a probiotic. And their probiotic is called Connection. It comes in these little packets and you can just take it every other day, but it's super, super powerful. So it's made specifically for the gut brain axis and it's been proven to help with anxiety. And the probiotic strains that are in there, I was blown away. So the Connection is the probiotic, and I believe that every single person needs to be on a probiotic. If you want good gut health, you got to be on a probiotic, okay? Then there's magnesium. Now, magnesium, there's different variations of magnesium. And the one from Ula is called Balance for Her, and it's specific. It has 3 different types of magnesiums, and 99.9% of people are deficient in magnesium. And I've been taking magnesium for years. This one is a tri-blend, and then it has adaptogens in to additionally support your hormones, your cortisol, PMS, postmenopause, perimenopause. It's quite incredible, and it's very calming for people. And so this specific one has a tri-blend of magnesiums with the adaptogens in there. If you get the bundle that has the Mind and the Body and the probiotic and the balanced magnesium, you're set. Like that is the starting point of where to start. If you're not taking anything or you're taking minimal things or poor quality things and you need to be using something that actually works. And so that I'm going to have it linked, but that specific bundle is going to get you very far if you just start there. Okay. Then you can always like build on from there. So getting on the right vitamins and minerals is crucial if you want to make sure your immune system and your gut is in a healthy place for the holidays. And do not quit taking these vitamins and minerals during the holidays. Like you need it more then than ever. One of the top mistakes that I see from people, because it happens with my clients all the time, they get sick and they stop all vitamins. Why are you stopping vitamins when you're sick? You need unless you're like throwing up, where you have the flu, where you're like throwing up and you literally can't keep anything down. You need your vitamins. So don't stop. Another mistake that people make is when they travel, they don't take their vitamins with them. And you need your vitamins more than ever when you travel because your immune system is even more compromised because you're flying, you're getting exposed to more germs, and you're getting tired, your sleep is off, you're exposed to a lot of more environmental stressors. So your vitamins need to go with you. Like when I travel, one of my top priorities is making sure I have my vitamins for every single day. And that's another reason why that helps me not get sick when I'm traveling. So when you're busy and you're going through your holiday schedule and all kinds of crazy stuff, make your health a priority. If you don't want to get sick and you want to enjoy your holidays, make your health a priority, but you got to start now so that you can feel good when you're going through the holidays. Now, real quick here, I have something that I'm going to be launching towards the end of October that's going to help you also go through the holidays, at least through Thanksgiving and part of December. But I have what's called a 6-week Undiet You reset program. And what this program does, it's 6 weeks and you're working with me. We dive heavily into the nutrition aspect of things. And I teach you how to feed your body, how to move your body, how to get enough water, all of these things. Because sometimes we just need guidance. We're just like, wow, yeah, and like you told me to eat healthier, but I don't really know how to do that. I just had a conversation with my 12-week group people, and we were on a call the other day, and we're going through, hey, here is what you want to do. Here's how you can prep your meals to make sure you have food in the house, make sure you're prepared, make sure you have structure. And I'm just teaching them these things and they're like, wow, like I never even thought about that. I'm like, well, that's why you're here. I'm here to teach you. So if you feel overwhelmed and you're like, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't even know what is a protein, how much protein should I be eating, how many calories should I be eating. This is going to be for you. It's only 6 weeks, but it is very compact and very effective, and it is very cost effective as well. So stay tuned because we're going to be launching that and marketing it out within the next few weeks, and we're going to be starting that towards the end of October so that it can go through and it'll be done before Christmas. It'll probably be done early December, but we'll start at a time where it gets you through Thanksgiving and it'll be early December so that you can feel amazing going through the holidays. And not only that, I want you to have a head start in January. When everybody else is like, all right, new year, new me, I got to start now. I'm going to wait until, no. If you want to feel better and you want to set yourself apart and be ahead of the game, you do not push it off until January. Because if you push it off until January, you're just doing what everybody else is doing and you're staying with the crowd. You're not supposed to be staying with the crowd. You're supposed to set yourself apart and do things differently. And that is what we're going to do here. We're going to set you apart. We're going to do things differently because if you do things differently, you get different results. You don't want to follow the crowd. You don't want to do what everybody else is doing. You want to do things differently because you don't belong in the crowd. October is the new January because we have through the end of the year to really get ahead of the game and not be a part of the crowd. So not only that, I just walked you through, here are the things that you need to be doing to have a good immune system, good gut health, feeling good and amazing for the holidays and as you're going through the holidays so you're not dealing with all kinds of sickness and everything. This 6-week program is going to help you even more with that. Stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning into the Lizzie Show. If you're ready to take the next step to transforming your health and life, visit www.undietyou.com for all my resources and to book your consultation today. Don't forget to subscribe and join me each week for more tips, inspiration, and conversations with phenomenal guests to help you feel your best. See you guys next week.